Because I don't be paying attention.
I see.
That's why, yeah. My bad.
A few times my head almost hit the windshield.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's why I said my driving is atrocious.
I see.
If you weren't in the car, I would have sped up and went through it. I'm trying to do right because you're in the car with me. And I'm not talking about the cousin, the first cousin. I'm talking about I got second cousin, I got third cousin. If my lineage is so large on both sides of my family, why, when I start these things, why wouldn't I start trying to hire the people that are adept in my family first? And why wouldn't I leave those businesses to them? So say my second cousin, my cousin's kids. These little girls, they're into natural stuff. She likes to make things. She wants to be vegan. To me, in my mind, I've never said this to her. I already see her taking over Love Sharon. Why not my daughter? Now, why not my son? They don't have no interest in it. My son doing music. My daughter does crafts. She don't want to have anything to do with the business side. So why would I force her into that when I have a cousin that is into that kind of stuff? Don't that seem like it would be more fitting for her versus my kids? So it's a family business. It's a family legacy. It's building that. And if I sell it off to somebody else, I'm taking it away from my family. My name is Tamika Carey, owner, operator, shipper of Love Sharon. Love Sharon is a brand that sells love. Pretty much we love on your skin. We love you by giving you a healthy option for your skin, give you things that are not harmful for you, and things that work. So making the products, the first thing you have to do before you start anything is that you have to clean and sterilize your area. So if it's not, you can't just start making it. You got to make sure it's clean because you don't want to travel anything else. And if I'm sick, I don't make products because you do not want to carry that, whatever bacteria, whatever you have, into anyone else's home. Because of course, who cares about it being natural if they're going to end up being sick? And then you have to sterilize every utensil you use. And I use a 99% alcohol that I special order. I have recipe cards. So everything is made the same. How many drops, how many ounces, everything is made the same. Because if you're making something yourself, you do not want it to not work the next time somebody's getting it. So I'm very tedious about my measurements and making sure everything is the same. Well, I got started, the first thing is because I was already using body butter. I'd already started looking for less toxic items to use on my skin and my hair. The young lady that I was purchasing my body butter from when the pandemic hit, she wasn't open anymore, and I think a lot of people weren't trying to figure out how to navigate shipping and that kind of thing. So I was up 2 o'clock in the morning on TikTok of all places, and I found a recipe for natural deodorant and body butter, and it was so simple, and they had the items in Hobby Lobby. So I went and bought them and started making them out of boredom, And I really got interested in it because it was so simple. And then I started studying. I started ordering books. I took a course on Coursera. If people don't know what Coursera is, it's a way for you to take college courses on different items, and you can do it for either free or like $39, $49. It's a real cheap way to learn to further your education. And so I just started taking those classes, and I was really interested in finding healthier alternatives for my skin and my health. Most of the time, things can be treated topical. Let's say, for instance, foot fungus. Doctors want to give you an internal pill, but it messes up your liver. It'll thin your hair. It does all these other things versus treating it topically. Most of the times, if it's skin related, it can be treated topically. Eczema, for example, they'll give you this strong steroid cream. Do you know that you can get addicted to the steroid cream? Do you know you can go through withdrawals if you use it too much? When sometimes you can use natural things like shea butter and a little tea tree oil and mix it with the carrier oil, and it can help your skin. But most of the time when it comes to physicians and doctors, we all know the history, how it ties in to get us to buy medications and buy more and more medications. And so I think we start having a distrust for doctors because they're trying to treat things internally that can be treated topically. If this country cared about you, they would be stricter on the stuff the FDA would be stricter on the stuff that they allow in our food. They will be stricter in the things they allow, even in our pots and pans. These air fryers, there's so many chemicals in here that's banned in other countries, but they let us have it in the United States. I was watching this girl, she had moved overseas, and she bought the same thing overseas that she was eating in the States, right? She noticed that she had lost 13 pounds, though, in a month. She eating the same kind of stuff, same chicken nuggets, same frozen food, same everything, but she lost 13 pounds. So she asked a question to somebody that lived there. She said it's because they are not allowed to put certain things in our food here that they can put over there. So the Tyson making the same food, chicken nuggets, can't put it over. If they shipping it to this country, you can't put it in there, but you can put it in because it make it cheaper to put it over here. Same food, same pancakes, same everything. But because they can't put those chemicals in their food or put those certain additives, it's better for you because they can't put it in there. So you can eat the same thing and lose the weight. That's what I don't care about those.
Yeah, I saw some thing. This guy, he studied poop or whatever. In certain countries, the food didn't stay in the body as long as America or some of the supposedly well-to-do countries, because they didn't strip the food when they got it to the people of certain things. And kind of like what you're saying. So because of that, yeah, some people gain more weight. Certain health problems gonna come along with that, and some people didn't have certain health problems and all that, in like Africa, where we consider, these countries, people to be less than or whatever, they were doing better. They digest their food and all that within a day.
And you want to know what else they got that I didn't realize was a thing that you already may know, but it kind of freaked me out. Trees. So a lot of places won't let you do fruit trees. So they only do male trees. They don't do male and female trees. So the fruit trees are female trees. They don't do those. Africa and these countries, they have those because you can just walk and get it off the...
Right.
You can walk down the street, get your apple, clean it off, and eat it. Because we don't have that here because they're outlawed. They don't want us because we're, capitalism. They want us to go buy it. So a lot of places won't even allow you to grow that kind of stuff in your neighborhood because it's on capitalism. But if you go to another country, you go to Spain somewhere, you walk down the street, you can grab you a piece of fruit. Or you can go outside in your neighborhood and there's a fruit there for the whole neighborhood and you just go harvest it and take your your lot and you go home.
Yeah, back in the day, I can remember growing up and seeing more like plum trees
Yes.
and stuff
So when
like
people
that.
don't have the honeysuckles and the plum trees and all the stuff that we used to growing up, it's because a lot of places don't allow you to
Out
do that kind of
loud.
stuff no more.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't
I
grow
didn't even
this stuff.
think about it, yeah.
Yeah. After my mom got sick, she was diagnosed with cancer on February 7, 2016. And by February 29th, my mom was gone. So from diagnosis to death, it was 22 days. So my mama's name is Sharon, by the way. So when I decided to do my business, I wanted to honor her in some way, to name her. Now, I went through so many different names. And doing a think tank with your friends, better have a good support system. With a think tank with my friends, we were texting back and forth, and we came up with how you close a letter, love, comma, Sharon, to imply with love. So to honor her, that's why I named my business Love Sharon. Because not only helping people get away from the chemicals and things that cause cancer, fibroids, and all that other stuff, I'm also loving on them by creating these products. My mama didn't have blood pressure issues, cholesterol issues. She didn't really have any major health issues. For her to all of a sudden get sick, it was a concern. And so my life, all I know is that she took care of me. Now, I used to think she was the meanest person in the world. It took me to be an adult to really appreciate my mother. And I'm grateful she lived long enough for me to appreciate her. But she was so tough on me. She was so strict. Like, I couldn't talk to people in my neighborhood if the neighborhood wasn't good. I told my mama, so why you move me over here? But she didn't have a choice. That's where she could afford. So a lot of things that I didn't understand in childhood, I thought she was just so mean. She don't want me to have any fun. And she was just trying to keep me safe. She made so many sacrifices for me. There's no way that I wouldn't continue to honor her. So when I found out she was going to hospice, it was on a Friday, and she wanted to die at home. So I arranged for her to be transported from Birmingham back to Tuscaloosa and fixed her room up, got her hospital bed and everything set up. So the following Saturday, it was beautiful. It's February, but I mean, it was gorgeous. Like, you could wear a t-shirt outside, sun was shining, we opened up the windows. The whole family came over because it was sort of one of those things where, hey, she ain't got long. And she had some relatives that came up from Bowling because she's from Greene County. They sung to her. Everybody came in and prayed over. They talked to her. They sat with her, and that was just like the course of the weekend. Like, she just had in and out company that people just came in and saw about her. And when she left, when she finally passed that Monday morning, that street was full. Like, that whole street, cars were up and down. So it's the street, and then it's like a road that's perpendicular to the house. I mean, you could see cars from, just all the way down the road. And I just stood there, even in my sadness, and just was so excited because she was loved.
Alright, man, before we get into this discussion, if I was to ask you to describe yourself as an animal, what animal would you be and why?
Animal?
Yeah.
And why?
Yes. You recording back there? The camera's wrong. My foot's being wasted.
Because I don't look at myself as an animal and describe myself and why.
Why not? You never thought about yourself being an animal?
Who thinks of that kind of stuff?
How many chickens you got?
I ain't got none. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Oh, my bad. They go to bag lady right there.
Don't put that evil on me.
You never put that evil on you.
Ain't got no ticket in years. I got a clean driving record. Oh, you gotta get some gas because I got 15 miles to empty. And I ain't trying to walk. It's too cold. Ooh, they ain't a bit more looking. What tall that is? the price of inflation, the supplies, you got to figure out when to go up on your prices. 2022 almost took me out of here. And the car went from taking $35 to fill up to $65.
He got on a long sleeve, short sleeve, a jacket.
Okay. All right. We share location for safety, not to be stalked. No telling how long I be here fucking around with Santo.
Oh yeah, you gonna be there about 4 hours.
As long as you know it. As long as you know it.
You done put that picture dust on you yet?
No, he ain't put it on me yet. It's coming.
Yeah, you gonna be there about 4.5 hours then.
I'm over here shooting a video with Santo. It's supposed to be Love Sharon promo for 10 to 15 minutes. What I didn't understand was it's gonna take a few days and sometimes 2 and 3 hours on some of the shooting days for just a 10 to 15 minute clip. Then I got this makeup and lint rollers because if he see a speck in them, he get to tripping. All this stuff.
What's up, Vic? You ready for your makeup?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You ain't been up here talking trash about me yet.
I wouldn't do such a thing.
Somehow I just don't believe that.
So a lot of people do have these complicated facial routines, and sometimes some of us like to keep it simple. You do not need a complicated facial routine if you have normal skin. I'm sorry, friend. It helps with acne and scarring, and it's great for any skin types. It's great for any skin types. I trust you.
Well, I'm just trying to give you some points where it look good on camera. You not scared to talk to me like that when I'm trying to give you some pointers? You not?
Why should I be scared?
I'm just saying, most folks don't talk to me like that when I'm trying to give them some direction. You know, I can't saying that.
That's good, Santo. I don't know about most people. I ain't everybody else. If I was everybody else, I wouldn't be doing the stuff I'm doing. Good for your whole family, from your infants to your grandmother. I was doing so well. And it's for your entire family. I can be found online at lovesharon.com.
Okay, stop this.
But it's packed with a lot of benefits. Like my facial oil only has 3 ingredients, but it heals your skin. It will get rid of rashes and clear up your acne, and it will even your skin tone. And we're talking about 3 ingredients. That's it. Oh, I got a curse. Yeah, a curse, not bow. It's been eye-opening. It's been exciting because it's something I said I wanted to do. I put it out there in the atmosphere. People will tell you not to share your secrets with people. I counteract that with share it with the people that can do something for you. So don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to put it out there. This has been phenomenal. Even though that Santo and I have been knowing each other since the beginning of time, it has been wonderful to work with him. It's been good to work with you.
The other day you were talking about
I still had fun. I had a great time. I look forward to doing this again soon.